A familiar face has been added to the Mandalorian and Grogu cast with the addition of Jonny Coyne. In The Mandalorian Season 3, Coyne played an Imperial warlord who was a member of the Shadow Council that included Moff Gideon, Giancarlo Esposito. Despite defeating Moff Gideon and reclaiming Mandalore, Din Djarin and Grogu will still need to contend with the ongoing threats posed by the Shadow Council and the Imperial remnant in The Mandalorian and Grogu's story. Deadline has confirmed that Coyne is reprising his role as an Imperial warlord in The Mandalorian and Grogu. The movie's growing cast includes Pedro Pascal continuing to play Din alongside Brendan Wayne and Lateef Crowder, along with Sigourney Weaver in a currently undisclosed role, and Jeremy Allen White voicing Rotta the Hutt, a character introduced in 2008's animated Star Wars, The Clone Wars movie. The Mandalorian and Grogu is scheduled to release in theaters on May 22, 2026. What this means for The Mandalorian and Grogu. Jonny Coyne's Imperial warlord may be similar to a character from Legends. Beyond adding a familiar villain to The Mandalorian and Grogu's cast, Coyne's addition has larger story implications. During the Shadow Council scene in The Mandalorian Season 3, Coyne's character argues against Captain Gilad Pellaeon, Xander Barkley, advising caution, and insists that there is a fortune to be had by plundering the hyperspace lanes. Given this character's fixation on the fortune he can make, and the Imperial remnant's confirmed connection with pirates in The Mandalorian Season 3, Coyne's Imperial warlord may be similar to Warlord Zinj from Legends. Zinj was a former Imperial admiral who became a warlord and pursued his own agenda after the Empire fell. The Shadow Council scene already showed Coyne's Imperial warlord character disagreeing with Pellaeon's direction. The Mandalorian and Grogu could see him breaking off entirely from the Shadow Council and working more closely with pirates, including those among Skeleton Crew's characters, to continue acquiring the fortune he was previously making from his hit-and-run strikes in hyperspace lanes. Our take on Star Wars' mysterious Imperial warlord. He could be an effective villain for The Mandalorian and Grogu. Moff Gideon convening the Shadow Council in The Mandalorian Season 3, Episode 7. Even though Grand Admiral Thrawn, Lars Mikkelsen, returned to the known galaxy at the end of Ahsoka Season 1, he is likely being saved for Ahsoka Season 2 and other stories further down the line in the Mandoverse. Coyne's Imperial warlord character being similar to Zinj from Legends would make him a formidable enemy for Din and Grogu to face and has been set up by The Mandalorian Season 3 and Skeleton Crew. Whether he is the secondary or primary antagonist, he is an appropriate villain for The Mandalorian and Grogu.